Hello, everyone, and welcome back to America Uncensored. Now, over this weekend, of course, we have had Hurricane Harvey make landfall in Texas. Right now, the articles are calling it the rainfall of the century. At the time of recording this video, the last updates I have received are there are 5 confirmed dead from this storm and well over 1,000 waterborne rescues of personnel and people from the disaster-ridden area. It's a horrible storm. My thoughts and prayers go to everyone who's stuck in the remains of this. It looks like over 50 inches of rain hit most areas, and there could be widespread devastation. They're talking about some of these areas may be uninhabitable for months. It is a real tragedy, and this should be a chance for us to come together and say, you know what, put politics aside, these people, great freak storm of nature has hit them, we need to come together, save them. But unfortunately, there are some who have politicized this, and even politicized it to the point of outright lying about Trump's ability to handle the situation. And so, even though I do not want to, I feel that I have to make a response video to this because not only has it been politicized, but they have lied about Trump to our faces, the average American's faces, about his response to the situation. Now, if you're with me, this is an article from Salon that hit August 24th. Trump just flunked his first natural disaster test, by Sophia Tesfaye. Now, Salon.com doesn't surprise me, anti-Trumper website. These were also the same ones that did the article of the pro-pedophile bit. Just a quick search already gets you redefine pedophilia with a pedophilia's help. I'm laughing because there's no other response to just how sick this is. Or as they rebrand them, minor attracted persons. Obviously not a company that has what we would call traditional American values at heart. So they wrote an article stating that Trump has failed before the natural disaster has even hit, that he has failed to respond to this appropriately. And they're responding to a tweet that he put out that include a little video. Some of the highlights that they have in here are this one paragraph. According to the White House, Trump was briefed on the government's hurricane preparedness effort earlier this month, but his campaign-style commercial, fitted with a dramatic soundtrack, failed to convey any of that information to worried residents in the storm's path. His tweet did not, and I quote, did not include basic information like who is in danger, how to be prepared, or what the government is doing to prepare. In this article, they include the tweet that they are referencing, that they say that Trump failed to provide advice to the American public to help them in this situation. That is their thesis claim in this article. Let's, however, just open these up. The first one is hurricanes.gov, which takes you to the NOAA website and their National Hurricane Center. In this one, it clearly identifies Hurricane Harvey and where he is. You click on that. It clearly identifies the path that they believe Harvey is taking. Now, I'm also showing you a video that I took the other day when this video or article first went up from the original forecast for Hurricane Harvey when I recorded it before Hurricane Harvey hit to prove that this was up before Harvey even made landfall. Now, this begs the question, like, who is in danger? The article asks. Information that Trump failed to provide. I don't know. I would consider this a pretty good indication. A map showing the general area affected is a pretty good indication of who is in danger, as well as other information from local and national government agencies advising what counties should have been evacuated. These were sent out independent of the tweet. And a tweet is not the best way to send out information anyway, as it is limited to 104 characters. But already, he has done a pretty good job with his limited space available to show who is in danger. He provided the maps who is in danger. Salon has outright already lied to me once in this article and misrepresented Trump's efforts to warn the public. Going on to claim number 2. They say that he did not advise people how to be prepared to deal with Hurricane Harvey. Well, his second link on his tweet, ready.gov, takes you to ready.gov. Their homepage, which has not changed at all, has prepared for hurricanes now. Know where to go if asked to evacuate quickly and how you and your family will get there. Learn more. And right here it provides a good outline of basics of what to do if a hurricane's coming your way, what areas are likely to be affected, basic preparedness tips, preparing yourself, your home, how to deal with hurricane warnings and watches. He has tweeted the link, how to be prepared for a hurricane. Even when you go to FEMA, Hurricane Harvey, go to the up-to-date resources. This hasn't changed either. This one has been expanded since the other day. It includes information such as only call 911 in emergencies. It also includes other options like the local Coast Guards, basic safety information. It also has resources on here. Again, going back to hurricanes.gov for information on the storm. It even has a rumor control section on here. If I'm an undocumented immigrant, I cannot go to a shelter because I will be deported by ICE or CBP. And ICE and CBP have outright stated that they will not be conducting immigration enforcement at relief sites specifically to prevent loss of life that could occur from people not seeking safety. It even includes other information, and I'm not sure where it was, but I'll put up the video. It also had its own brief section on ways to prepare for a hurricane. So already, their second charge, how to be prepared for the hurricane. You have provided in this tweet the own evidence to show that you are lying to me. Now, in the case of what the government is doing to prepare, I've hit all 3 of these links. I can find basic evidence to show how we should prepare, very generalist information of local Coast Guard units to contact, local units, FEMA that you can contact, but I have not found an overall, this is exactly what we're going to be doing to deal with the disaster plan on any of these websites that he provided links for. However, you can easily Google any of these disaster preparedness plans and find the resources of how FEMA will handle with the hurricane disaster. There's plenty of news articles out there of what the federal government and local agencies are doing to help with the disaster relief. So, admittedly, it isn't a full statement of what the government is doing to prepare, but you know what? They have at least shown they are prepared by doing the basic research to show us what to do when a hurricane comes by. And even sending out this tweet could be used as evidence that the government is trying to spread the word. Hey, there are resources you can use to save yourself in this. Follow the directions when you're given an evac order. But ultimately, that is beside the point. What matters is the thesis of this article is that Trump, before any action has already been taken, he has failed to save Americans in Huston. That, I hopefully have shown you, is categorically false. But what else would you expect from a verified Twitter journalist that works for Salon? just quickly going through her profile on Twitter, it is obviously that she would never give Trump the chance and lives in a delusional world. Going down where she likes this tweet from a Rachel Lay, wrote about Deuce and Mero, the only late-night host brave enough to hold Trump accountable. Never mind that over 95% of all press coverage of Donald Trump is negative, and they won't even give him the chance. They live in this delusional world that before Trump can even react to a disaster that at the time of writing that article had not happened, they've already declared him a failure, instead of holding their own accountable. The first part of this video was recorded on Sunday, after I'd read the article that had hit on Thursday. But this part of the video is recorded on Monday the 28th. But now there are questions where the Democrat-elected mayor of Houston refused to give an evacuation order to his own citizens until the storm hit. Texas Governor Greg Abbott had already told people that even in the absence of an evacuation order, you strongly need to consider evacuating. But immediate pushback from Houston officials who said they knew better. Unlike Trump, these people actually interfered with the ability of local, state, and federal agencies for disaster relief and put many people in danger, at risk. They are so quick to hold Trump accountable for an event that hadn't even happened yet. But when their own actually put people in danger and only give evacuation order days after the storm has already hit, you need to question, what is the left thinking? Are they just that dumb that because they are so anti-Trump that when he or someone who supports him gives them an order to evacuate, they just want to put their head up their own ass and say, we know better because we hate Trump? Or even worse, this has not been a first for Democrats to put their own constituents' lives in danger. And I wonder if this is for political game, to intentionally put their own citizens in harm's way, where more could get killed, in hopes of discrediting Trump by saying he didn't react to the situation fast enough when dealing with their own stupidity. If you're watching this video, I don't care if you do not like Trump or not, but you need to give the guy a chance to react to a situation before you already declare him a failure. This is why we, the people of America, voted for Trump, because we wanted to give him the chance, because we were tired of the same old that was constantly screwing us over. Miss Sophie, you are nothing more than a mouthpiece for the traditionalist media that has failed the American people. Shame on you for this action against the president, when your side has put more people in danger. Shame on Salon, when he is trying to make this country great again, and shame on the mainstream media for their constant lies and vicious attacks, to the point where we no longer believe them, and we will support our president in this time of crisis because he has at least a chance of solving the mess that you created.